What's up guys? Dustin here from Project 85. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that you can do to be a better sim racer. Or be a better real driver. Or a better driver on public road. Or just better in life. I don't know. Anyways, let's get started.
This is top 5 ways to be a better sim racer. First up, number 1. Be predictable and consistent. The age-old question, how do I get better at driving? Well, to start, we need to talk about reference points. Reference points are the concrete base in your race structure, the building blocks of racing and track driving. Reference points are anything that you can see on or around the track that cue you to perform particular tasks. They can be in the form of cones, paint marks on the track, a corner marshal stand, or even a particular patch of grass that doesn't grow. Using reference points allows you to hit marks exactly the same lap by lap when you apply the brakes, when you turn in, and getting back on the throttle in the same spot every lap. Using things like this make you more methodical in how you learn the track, and furthermore, where you are in relation to time and knowing how much you are pushing. Something that kind of binds it all together is how you drive from point to point, being deliberate in your movements on track. What I mean by this is, swerving and weaving is typically not the fastest way around the track. Instead, purposefully drive the car from turn to turn. A lot goes into being predictable and consistent on a racetrack. I'll go a lot more in depth in an upcoming series that I'm going to put out called Get Fast. But for now, these have been some key points that we've touched on. Number 2. Use proper track etiquette. Proper track etiquette is something that really isn't talked about much in the sim racing world. Some of which should just be common knowledge, but apparently it's not. Now, I understand everyone makes mistakes, but hot track re-entry is one of the biggest mistakes that I see on a regular basis. And I'm 100% sure you've either experienced it or seen it, but a crashed or spun car and the guy jams in reverse and drives out on the hot track, crossing the race line, taking more cars out, and causing this massive pile up. I'm getting PTSD just thinking about this right now. If you go off track, it's okay. You need to take a second, look around, be aware of your surroundings. If it's clear, then get going. Keep in mind, entering the track parallel, not perpendicular. You see this on countless video replays on every forum and every Facebook group. Don't be that guy. And I digress. Respect pit in and pit out procedures. Now I know you've seen the white or yellow painted lines while exiting pit out onto the track.
But what do they mean? What are they there for?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's an acceleration lane that's been dedicated to you to get up to speed and merge in safely. Stay within the lines when entering the track because a car might be coming up on you, so pay attention and give your mirrors a quick check. Pitting in is the same. Don't make a last-minute decision to pit in, then swing across the whole track, potentially causing a wreck. Get off the racing line early, hug the side of the track, then enter pit in. Number 3. Be patient. Alright, it's internet quote time. Cue the enchanted music.
Learning patience can be a difficult experience. But when conquered, you will find racing is much easier.
A quote by the late great Kathleen Pulsifer. Who's Kathleen Pulsifer? I have no idea. She apparently writes things on the internet. And I might have changed the quote a little bit, but you get the point. Jokes aside, patience is a virtue in racing, and races aren't won in the first corner. To finish first, you must first finish. Man, I'm full of these today. Getting the whole shot does feel awesome and sets you up for a potential win if you can get away and avoid the usual turn 1 carnage. But sometimes you're further down the order at the start. Both situations are fine because usually these races are a battle of attrition. So instead, use your brain. Brake a little sooner, settle in, pay attention. Try sitting behind a car for a lap or two, studying his or her strong points, weak points. Then assess the situation and determine when the best time to strike is. Setting up clean passes when you were all within a tenth of each other is much more rewarding than being overzealous and causing an incident. Number 4. Give way to faster drivers. Okay, hear me out. If you're anything like me, then you pay attention to timing during the race. And if you don't, then you should. I like to see what lap times the guys around me are doing. When all the cars around you are doing lap times within tenths of yours, that's good. Sometimes you'll have a driver who's running 2 seconds faster a lap than you and is on the way through the order. They're behind probably because they got spun out on lap 1, but he or she is coming through whether you like it or not. Now, I'm not saying succumb to any driver that's coming up on you. You should put up a fight and battle, but be aware of the drivers around you and timing because you can either let them by or take some incident points. The choice is yours. And last but not least, number 5. Respect your fellow racers. While sometimes this can be easily overlooked since it's a sim and an online game, and you're not next to the person that could punch you in the face Tony Stewart style for wrecking them, good sportsmanship is based on a gentleman's agreement. While it is written into the rules, it's still up to you to honor that. If you happen to make a mistake and take someone out, chat sorry or send a PM after the race apologizing. It could be the difference between getting a protest with a possible suspension or making a friend. Friends are cool.
Woo! There you go. Top 5 things that you can do to be a better sim racer. Do you already do these? Or do you have any suggestions that could make you a better driver? Let me know in the comments below. I've got some upcoming videos in the making, some DIY stuff, including a Thrustmaster 3 TPA, T3PA, pedal modifications, one where we're going to build a button box for iRacing, and a few other things that you can do too. And the biggest thing I have going on right now is we're going to be doing a 5-part series called Get Fast, where we go over high-level racing techniques for sim driving that can also be translated to real driving on the track. So please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos that are coming out soon. I'm really excited about them. Please like the video if you found it informative and learned something today. Let me know what you thought. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.